In the distant past, human beings had a desire to trace their roots and explore the mysteries of their own existence, leading to a search for the origin of the world. As a result, almost all civilizations have created myths that describe the origin of the world, whether it is the Greek creation myth of Gaia and Uranus or the Norse mythology of the Giant Ymir transforming into all things. These myths are diverse in type, content, form, and perspective, but they all aim to answer fundamental human questions. Where does the world come from, and where do I come from? These mythology and legends are not only the core of culture and belief, but also reflect the philosophical thinking of people living in different civilizations. In many creation myths, the creator gods, as independent beings born in chaos, are invaded by a sense of loneliness in the endless chaos, which drives them to create all things in the world. Pangu, who is such a creator god, and his story of creating the world is also known as one of the oldest and most legendary Chinese myths. Legend has it that before everything began, the universe was still a chaotic, vaporous mist without form, color, or life. At some unknown time, this chaos gradually condensed into a shape like an egg, and in the center gave birth to the first living creature, which was Pangu. Pangu slept for about 18,000 years here. One day, he suddenly woke up and became conscious, feeling uncomfortable with the chaos around him. He could not stand the endless darkness and oppression. So Pangu used all his strength to release the energy he had been accumulating for 18,000 years. The chaos was exploded and separated into two types of gas. The scorching hot positive Qi, or yang, rose to become the sky, while the cold negative Qi, or yin, descended and became the earth. This is the origin of yin and yang. At this point, the sky and earth had been formed, but they were unstable and could at any moment attract and return to their original chaotic state. So Pangu transformed a giant axe out of thin air and used it to forcefully chop open the connection between the sky and the earth. He then stood between them, with his hands holding up the sky and his feet firmly on the ground. Pangu grew one zhang every day, and accordingly the sky and the earth also grew one zhang thicker and higher. All of them were growing together. This way, another 18,000 years passed, and the sky and the earth had become far enough apart and would no longer come together. Pangu finally stopped. The vast and new world made him feel physically and mentally comfortable. However, Pangu then realized that he was the only living creature in this empty world, and no one could share his feelings at this moment. This made him feel extremely lonely. This huge sense of loneliness and the power consumed in separating the sky and earth made him feel tired. Pangu lost the drive to live and slowly closed his eyes, falling down without any pain, just like sleeping after exhaustion. At the last moment, the breath and voice he exhaled turned into the wind and thunder. His left eye became the sun shining on all things, and his right eye became the moon, illuminating the night. His hair became the stars in the sky, while his sweat turned into heavy rain pouring down. His limbs and trunk turned into towering mountains. His blood became the surging rivers and seas. His muscles became the fertile fields. His hair turned into dense forests. His bones turned into hard minerals, and his bone marrow became precious gems. In this way, this unique deity transformed into everything in the world. The myth of Pangu. Creating the world has become an important element in Chinese culture. Unlike other regions, China has not formed a complete mythology system due to the influence of many ethnic groups. The cultures of different ethnic groups influence each other, and different versions of the same myth are common, often passed down in various forms such as notes, poetry, and prose. Even in native religions such as Taoism, there are completely different creation myths. However, the legend of Pangu is still the most widely spread and accepted creation myth in China.